are checking your Snapchat and find out that your friends are hanging out without you. You feel super betrayed, disappointed, and even a little bit angry. You start thinking to yourself, why didn't they invite you? Aren't you cool enough? Don't they like you? FOMO, or the fear of missing out, is the feeling of anxiety we get when something fun is happening around us and we are not there to enjoy it. Watching photos and videos of other people having fun on social media, whereas you are doing the exact opposite, makes us feel even worse about our lives. You open your Instagram and see a photo of someone who just got into their dream college and is out now celebrating with their friends. You, on the other hand, are at home, alone, a complete mess, staring into your overly bright screen and wondering, wow, everyone's life seems to be so much better than mine. What we don't realize is that people work hard to enhance or uphold an image of them online and probably put a positive filter on everything they post. So, the more famous or successful a person is online, the more likely it is for you to see their pictures and posts on your feed. But these photos often offer unrealistic depictions of everyday life and can skew our interpretations of what we consider beautiful, normal, or successful. So stop comparing your everyday life to someone else's Instagram life, because social comparison is a perfect illusion. Let's face it, everyone judges, whether it is consciously or not. And with the addition of social media, it has become much more easier to judge other people because social media thrives on likes and comments. This has led to it becoming a breeding ground for judgment, a constant need for approval in the form of likes, comments, and followers. Do you obsessively check your likes for self-validation? If you do, just remember one thing: likes don't rule you, and nor are they an indicator to determine your self-worth. So don't give in to the pressure of being liked on social media, because you might end up getting discouraged when you don't get the amount of likes, comments, or followers that you expected. Now we need to get that selfie just right, and we will take 300 selfies just to find that one perfect one to post. Then we will edit it according to our theme and figure out when to post, upload it at that particular time when you get maximum engagement, and does it go on my feed, will I get likes, will my post do well. All of this eventually leads to an addiction. With every like and comment, you get a shot of that feel-good chemical dopamine. So why won't you get addicted? Posting on social media makes you happy, so why won't you go ahead and do more of it? Now, this description that I just gave you, doesn't it sound like the description of every drug that you have ever heard of? It is so scary, yet it is so normal, and that is super sad. Now, the solution here is to not completely leave social media altogether. Social media is neither good nor bad. It is you who makes it good or bad. It depends on what you do on social media. Instagram does not force you to feel insecure about your content. That is all on you. Similarly, Instagram or social media for that matter doesn't force us to hate on each other or be boastful about our accomplishments. That is all us. It all depends on how we perceive content, on how we react to things. Do we compare ourselves to others? Are we insecure about ourselves? Do we have the fear of missing out? It is all within us, and we ourselves put us in that vulnerable position and we let it affect us. So why do we blame social media for it? Now, before I come to the reason as to why I deactivated my Instagram, I have a documentary recommendation for you. It is called The Social Dilemma. It is like a wake-up call for each and every one of us. It focuses on how social media is being used to manipulate us and how it uses our psychology against us. It focuses on how social media affects our lives, in what ways you are manipulated by social media, how hate speech and false information spread like wildfire across social media, how they affect literally all spheres of the modern world, including democracy, suicides, mob violence, and so on. How you can control yourself and not fall into this trap that is laid by digital platforms. All in all, it is a shockingly disturbing and insightfully captivating documentary film that explores the dangerous human impact of social networking with tech experts from Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram who are sounding the alarm of their own creations. Now, coming to why I deactivated my Instagram, I genuinely needed a break. It was getting really toxic out there. Like, we are living in the middle of a pandemic, and we are literally living with a virus that is destroying so many people's lives, so many families, and yet I see so many mindless buffoons roaming around, going out with friends without masks, dilly-dallying without masks, and I just lose my shit. I mean, it is so uncool and so dumb that they are not going to take any precautions and are just going to roam around without any precautions just because they want to, without giving a care about other people around them. I mean, since the first lockdown, we who are socially responsible have not been stepping out of the house unless absolutely necessary. We have got so much of shit to be done. We have let go of so many opportunities, but we are staying at home and making sure that we are not the cause of this virus spreading further. So sitting at home, scrolling on Instagram for hours and hours on end, not having a proper job, just a few gigs here and there, I found out that I am literally on Instagram for 6 hours a day, looking at people's posts and stories of them traveling with friends, with family, and going on trips and God knows what not. And I know what you must be thinking, I am really immature, how can I let such tiny things affect me? But I really couldn't care less. See, for me, I identified my problem, I figured out what is upsetting me, and then I took steps to audit my social diet, and in the end I am happy, and that is what matters. Now, if this is something that is upsetting you as well and you are finding yourself in a similar situation, I would definitely recommend going off socials. I was off socials for 2 weeks, and the constant peace of mind that I have had is so fulfilling. I have got so much of work done and I have watched so much of Netflix. I mean, I really genuinely feel happy. Now, initially it was difficult, of course. Going from 6 hours a day to 0 hours a day on social media is not going to be easy. Initially, I did feel the urge of checking my phone constantly. I think the initial 3 to 4 days I felt very isolated. But after those 3-4 days, it was just a blessing in disguise. Now, this will definitely affect what I do on YouTube, because most of my YouTube views still come from Instagram, because it's not even been a year now since I started this channel, and yes, it's going to be a really long process, so I have to eventually get back on Instagram. But I really needed this break, and I know now when I'm going to be back on Instagram, it is going to be much more different. I'm going to be much more different. I won't be addicted to my phone that much anymore, and it has definitely improved my mental health. At the end of the day, that is what really matters. And if this is something that is bothering you as well, take the necessary precautions and just go off socials, go on a social media detox. And you need it, your mental peace definitely needs it, so please do it. And with that, we come to the very end of today's video. Like it if you found it useful, and share it with someone whom you think might find it useful. Share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you soon. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.